Let me introduce about our campaign first, and our campaign is about domestic violence. So what is domestic violence? Domestic violence is a violence towards a partner, which can be in various forms, including psychological, physical, and also financial abuse. It affects countless victims worldwide where the scars is unseen but give a significant impact towards the overall well-being of the victim. And that's how we name our campaign as Unseen Scars. And this is our logo. Our logo represents that hidden emotion and also psychological pain that faced by many victims. It also symbolizes that pain or scars are not always visible but have a lasting effects towards the person who are under the situation. So, why it is important to spread awareness regarding domestic violence? There is a simple answer. It is because domestic violence victims often suffer in silence. Maybe they are feel ashamed or maybe they are afraid in that situation. Thus, by Unseen Scars, we aim to break the cycle of silence and also aim to provide support to the victim. This is International Hand Sign of Domestic Violence. It is a discreet or silent way by the victim to give a sign that they are in danger or they need help, especially for those who that cannot speak out regarding the situation. Next, my team member will explain more details regarding our campaign.
For this campaign, we acknowledge the audience with the types of domestic violence. The first types of domestic violence is physical abuse. It is the most visible form. This includes hitting, slapping, punching, choking, burning, or using any weapons. Victims often have an injuries, but they may also try to hide them because of fear or shame. The second type of domestic violence is emotional abuse. It is less visible but just as damaging. It includes constant criticism, humiliation, threats, or controlling behavior. The abuser may isolate the victim, damage their self-esteem, or make them feel worthless. Next is verbal abuse. Verbal abuse is when someone uses words to control, hurt, or manipulate another person. Unlike physical abuse, it does not leave visible scars, but it will impact the emotional that can be last long or even longer to someone. Lastly, further types of domestic violence is financial abuse. It usually happens when one partner controls to another access to money. This includes taking their salary, not allowing them to work, or keeping them financially dependent. It is a way of limiting the victim's independence and ability to live the relationship. For financial abuse, people usually not realize was a types of domestic violence because it usually not impact to their emotionally or scars to their body. It will impact to their mental health or thinking, where it will make their life more miserable. Next, I will be explaining about the signs that you are a victim of domestic violence. One of the common signs that you are one of the victims of domestic violence is you are having bruises, cuts, or any injuries. Victims may try to hide these bruises with clothing or makeup. They might say things like, "I fell," or "it was an accident." This is because they forced to lie because they are afraid of what will happen if they tell the truth to another people. Next, the signs that you are a victim of domestic violence is isolated. This is happening when you are not allowed to see your friends, talk to your family, or go out. This is a sign of control. Abusers often isolate their victims to make them feel alone, dependent, and helpless. Lastly, you feel like you have to stick with the person who is hurting you, even when they have hurt you emotionally, physically, or mentally. This is because not the abuse is okay. It is because the abuse creates an emotional dependence to you. Also to add, the abuser will make you feel that you are safe with him or her, and to ensure that you are not going to tell another people what is happening or what is happening to your body. If you see one of these signs to someone, they might suffering a domestic violence, you can try to help to listen to their problems or try to talk to them to reach out to any NGO that helps people that suffering in domestic violence.
Next is belief objective. Our main belief is simple. All abuse is real even if you can't see it. But sadly, many victims don't speak up. Why? Because of stigma. People are afraid they will be judged, blamed, or not believed. This kind of thinking makes it even harder for victims to ask for help. When society stays silent, the abuse continues. That's why we want to break the stigma and help people understand that abuse can happen to anyone and it's never the victim's fault. We believe survivors deserve to be heard, supported, and protected, and that's the kind of community we want to create. So now let me share two real stories. First one, in Malaysia, a woman was hurt many times by her husband. The situation got worse over time and sadly, she lost her life. In Taiwan, a woman was hit during an argument. She was badly injured and passed away after spending weeks in the hospitals. These two cases shows how abuse can start quietly, but if ignored, it can turn deadly. So, what are we doing? Our goals is to bring the community together by involving leaders, teachers, and volunteers to offer support and safety. Second, we want to educate people how to recognize early sign of abuse and take action. Lastly, we want to empower women with safety tools and self-defense knowledge because in the end, everyone deserves to feel safe even when the scars are unseen.
Understanding what is domestic violence is important, but knowing how to respond is just as crucial. If you are in danger or need support, you can reach out to Talian Kasih at 15999, a 24-hour government helpline which is operates under the Ministry of Women's, Family and Community Department. These helplines offer you an emotional support, legal advice and also connect you to the protection services. You may also contact the Women AIDS Organization WAO by texting at their WhatsApp line which is operated 24 hours a day and 7 days per week. In addition, All Women Action Society AWAM not only provide an emergency help for the domestic violence victims, but also in a long-term support such as therapy, shelter, and legal aid, and they operate during the working hour. Moreover, if you or someone else in danger, you can contact the police station at 999 or you may go to the nearest hospital or police station to file a report and seek protection. It is important to speak up whether you are a victim or as concerned friend. No matter how small we help them, it can give big impact and also can help in saving someone's life.
From the start, our goal was clear: to raise awareness about domestic violence, especially among women who are often the silent victim. We wanted to go beyond the surface and explore the hidden pain, the mental, and also the emotional struggles that many carry alone. Throughout this campaign, we shared the signs of abuse, the types of violence, and the voices often unheard, the internal thoughts, the guilt, the fear, and also the emotional conflict that victims face every day. We use visual stories and also quote to help others understand what cannot always be seen with the eye. Every post we shared had one goal: to make someone feel seen, supported, and also a little less alone. And for those who never experienced it, we hope to build empathy, awareness, and also understanding. This journey has shown us how powerful and awareness can be, and how important it is to keep the conversation going, because behind every statistic is a real person, and behind every silent victim is a voice that deserves to be heard. Our hope is simple: that this campaign sparks courage, creates compassion, and remind everyone that no one should suffer in silence. Thank you for supporting us. Let's continue to be the voice for those who are still too afraid to speak out.